Hey guys, I'm back with another great episode, and tonight we're going to be reacting to some spooky stories on Joe Rogan and why the hell did I do this to myself for your entertainment. I have no idea why, but let's go.
So much. You leave a memory on the space.
That's a stone tape theory.
Yeah. The what? Stone tape?
Yeah.
Stone tape?
Yeah.
What is
that? That the energy of a life is like left on material shit.
Right.
The bricks on the wall.
Yeah.
Or the curtain here.
Right.
You know, I don't know if that's a stone tape theory. Don't quote me on that.
Can you look
up the stone tape theory for me?
Stone tape.
Post Malone refers to the stone tape theory to try and explain why people say that places have memories. It's a common phrase that paranormal investigators use. For example, for a haunted house, they could say that the house holds memories, or the walls hold memories. Now, the stone tape theory is a pseudo
That makes sense. Like that's saying if these walls could talk, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Stone tape theory. That's interesting. This spooky stuff always fascinated me throughout my life, and once in a while I like to get a big thing of popcorn and just watch some weird stuff online. It is entertaining, although kind of spooky, especially at night. But I'm doing this for your entertainment, so you better appreciate it. No, just kidding.
scientific idea that ghosts and hauntings occur when historical information is released from objects such as rocks. It suggests that certain materials like limestone, quartz, and other stones can store information about historical events. When the information is released, it can cause a residual haunting, which is when the past event is quote-unquote replayed in the present. The theory also suggests that building materials can absorb energy and then replay it at a later time. So for example, if someone was murdered in a house, the building materials absorbed that energy, and then at some point that energy was replayed from the building.
Friends with Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, right?
All right, so that makes sense what he's saying, that old material houses, like, for example, like quartz and stone. I guess this is what they say, why they say older houses are the ones that get haunted, not the newer ones. Because why would they want to haunt a house with like compressed wood? Who the hell would want to be in that kind of cheap material? Well, you could be inside quartz or stone or something beautiful like that, maybe handmade bricks. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense why older houses are usually the ones that are most famously haunted, and buildings and hotels. It all makes sense. See, science makes sense when you really study it. Anyways, interesting points. That totally makes a lot of sense. Energy stored in those kind of materials. But let's move on.
Right.
Oh.
And it's like,
Did he ever take you to a haunted house?
we did a whole episode. You should check it
Did you
out.
get scared?
It's terrifying. It's terrifying, man. And in his museum, so apparently there's a thing called the Dybbuk box, which is one of the most haunted items in the world, apparently. And so we took the glass case off of the Dybbuk box, which is in his museum in Vegas.
See, that was the first mistake. Why would you touch it and take it out of the glass container? When you have like haunted stuff or like stuff that is like really weird like that, you're not supposed to take it out of the plastic case. Number one, it's dangerous. Number two, it's no longer in mint condition. You can't sell it, at a comic book shop later. No, I'm just kidding about that part. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Sometimes I say stupid things. Did I mention I was just going to let loose on this channel and say stupid, crazy things? My question is, why the hell did they open it? Like, what were they drinking? I want to know what kind of alcohol they were drinking. Or what were they smoking? What kind of cigars? I don't know. I need to find out. We need to research this whole situation. Let's go, though.
Vegas. And he thought it was a sick-ass idea to put the ashes of a lady who died while she was possessed on top.
Whoa.
And then my plane almost crashed. I was in a car accident. My house got robbed.
Wow.
And I had bite marks on my arm.
The Dybbuk box is an antique wine cabinet that is claimed.
So that guy thought it was a sick-ass idea to disrespect the box and then disrespect the dead And then all that bad stuff happened to Post Malone. Like, yeah, man, that's a sick ass idea. Let's do stupid stuff. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, you're really supposed to treat this spiritual stuff with a lot of respect, as well as the dead, and just you gotta show just respect, man. A little respect. I don't know, man. I don't know. They had to have been loaded though to be doing crazy stuff like that. Like probably I gotta say, drinking must have been involved with the situation. Is all I could say. That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, I would probably do something stupid like that if I was drunk, but then I'd regret it really bad the next day. So it's probably be the worst hangover. Anyways, no, I probably couldn't get drunk enough to do that unless I didn't know what was going on. But that's why I try not to drink around crazy things like that. Anyways, let's go.
To be haunted by a debuk, or an evil spirit. The story goes that a man named Kevin Mannis purchased an old wide cabinet from the granddaughter of a recently deceased Holocaust survivor named Havela, who escaped Nazi-occupied Poland. Havela's parents, brothers, sister, husband, 2 sons, and daughter were all killed. She, with other survivors, fled to Spain and lived there until the end of the war. When Havela, who lived to 103, immigrated to the United States, the wine cabinet was only one of 3 items that she brought with her. As Mannis paid for the cabinet, Havela's granddaughter said, "I see you bought the debuk box." Mannis wasn't familiar with the term. The granddaughter told him her grandmother always kept it shut and out of reach because
I'm out here telling people how they can save money with.
Sorry, commercial guys. Can I even skip it? You can't even skip them anymore, huh? Bloody freaking hell. All right, let's continue.
in Jewish folklore is an evil, restless spirit that possesses the living.
Well,
The
let's rewind it a little bit.
Havela's parents, brothers, sister, husband, 2 sons, and daughter were all killed. She, with other survivors, fled to Spain and lived there until the end of the war. When Havela, who lived to 103, immigrated to the United States, the wine cabinet was only one of 3 items that she brought with her. As Mannis paid for the cabinet, Havela's granddaughter said, "I see you bought the debuk box." Mannis wasn't familiar with the term. The granddaughter told him her grandmother always kept it shut and out of reach because there was a debuk, which in Jewish folklore is an evil, restless spirit that possesses the living. The seller purportedly told Mannis it to never be opened, and if it was, bad things would happen. Now, Mannis bought this box and gave it to his mother, Ida. Ida described feeling a cold breeze from the box as she opened its doors, then experiencing pure evil coming out when she opened it. She says she immediately then had a stroke.
He hit the wall like
Okay, that's like really bad. They told you not to open it because there's like infinite evil in there, and then she opened it and had a stroke. Like, dude, if someone, like, first of all, I wouldn't bring that thing in my house. That's number one. But number two, if you have it, why would you open it? Just take it into the desert and burn it, or just put it in a museum and just never open it. Why do people play with things they shouldn't play with? I don't understand. And then especially when they specifically told you, don't open it. I don't know. It's like saying, "Hey, man, don't mess with a beehive. Don't go hit it with a stick." And then, "Oh, no, I'm gonna hit it anyways," and then end up like the kid from My Girl. Like, you know what the hell? Oh man, was that a little too crazy? I don't know. Man, I need another drink. All right, let's just. This is crazy.
I've never seen someone in fear so hard as whenever he touched it, and it's. I don't know if it's someone who's dead or if it's a demon or if it's something dimensional.
You don't know.
As whenever he touched it, and
He doesn't know. All right, let's let him say it again.
it's. I don't know if it's someone who's dead or if it's a demon or if it's something dimensional.
He doesn't know if it's Freddy Krueger at this point. It could be. These guys weren't messing around with stuff they shouldn't, and they unleashed Freddy Krueger on this planet. And before he was inside that box, but these guys wanted to open the box. Now they got to deal with Freddy's wrath. It's like I say, you don't want to go mess with a beehive. You don't want to go mess with a vicious dog. There's just certain things in life you don't want to play with fire, play with matches. You know, it's just common sense, man. You don't want to play with lighter fluid either, unless you're making barbecue, but you don't play with it. You carefully put it on the charcoal, and then carefully light it. And just oh man. I just think that I don't know what these people were thinking. Like, were they thinking or were they drinking? That's the question, man.
But it's something there that goes bump in the night, I suppose.
On the Joe Rogan Experience number 2020, featuring Python.
Yeah, like Freddy Krueger. All right, guys, I think we're gonna cut it off there for tonight. That's a little too spooky. We'll react to something spookier tomorrow. I think I've had enough. I sit through this stuff for your entertainment, and I make jokes and I make my points. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk crazy stuff. We're gonna act crazy on here. Just have fun, man. I want to make this channel fun. We will talk about the new Bone Thug and Harmony stuff and the music stuff. I'll definitely do the music and the poetry and the theatrics, and we're gonna keep doing all that. And then just my crazy rants. But overall, it's gonna be a channel where we have a lot of fun and then just react to crazy things that I find interesting, and that's about it. I'll talk about gaming news, wrestling news, TV, entertainment. I'm going to talk about all kinds of topics, but we're definitely going to do and music and stuff. But then we're definitely just going to react to crazy stuff and commentate on crazy things. Just if I find it funny or crazy or interesting, and that's about it. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. Subscribe for more and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you very much. And this is the ghost with the most, Bugosi. Thank you.